Hi, I'm Roger Tillis. I'm President and CEO with View My Sport College Recruiting. I wanted to address a couple of things. This morning I'm reading through some articles, as I very often do, and came across one that was talking about recruiting services as a whole. Some opinions, if you will, were being shared by some coaches, and it was a bit disturbing because, as usual, it was sort of blanket canvassing, if you will, the whole industry as far as recruiting goes. And I feel that that was a bit unfair. So I wanted to give you my opinion, so that way any of you out there that see this will understand that there is a difference in the recruiting industry as far as good versus evil. It seems like everybody hears recruiting services for the most part and their hands go up like a used car salesman, that everybody wants to run in the other direction. And that's really not fair to those that are in the industry and making a difference and doing things correctly. There is something that I will agree on. There is a lot of bad in recruiting. And of course, we're talking about the services that overcharge, that tend to use smoke and mirrors and ego enhancement, if you will, telling you what you want to hear, just for the sake of separating you from your checkbook and your hard-earned money. There's companies out there that do that. They will prey on the unknowledgeable, and I think that's wrong. I wish that the industry was highly regulated so that it was very easy to tell who is legitimate and who is not. I'm not going to get into the companies that you should stay away from. I'm not going to mudsling and things like that. But I did want to make sure that everybody understood there is a difference. And I will use our company, View My Sport, as an example. We were cited by an individual who is very knowledgeable, has coached, has played, et cetera, is at the collegiate level. As a matter of fact, has written several books and now teaches at one of our universities here in the U.S., Montclair State. And he stated that after going through everything that View My Sport does and the formats we use and our focus, and I mean took a good week to really pick us apart, the end result was being that we are truly a college sports recruiting support agency, that we are there to do things the right way. We're there to educate, to not promise you, false hope for getting a scholarship, not leading you down that path, but simply educating you, directing you, giving you the tools to do what you should be doing on your own as a student athlete and as a parent of a student athlete. Everybody has their roles. We take great pride in how we do our recruiting service. And I say recruiting service, I mean, we're all kind of in the same industry, so, I'll throw that out there. But the fact is, there are differences. We aren't enabling you. We're not ego boosting. We're not telling you what you want to hear to separate you from your funds. What we're doing is empowering you. So I will agree with some of the points that were made by some of the coaches and some of the parents in this particular article and interview, excuse me, that there are some of those, again, out there that don't do things right, that they do mislead you just to get you going and all that. We don't do that. And I'm sure that there are other companies and individuals out there that do it the right way. They use their resources and whatnot. We simply have used technology and research to come up with the right way, the right path to handle the fundamentals of recruiting. And again, this is something that we give you better tools to do yourself. And we help coaches utilize what they should be doing better. We're making you more effective. If that means that you get to use technology and then use our guidance to help do what you're already doing more efficiently, that's a win. That's a win for everybody. But once you get to that point where you're established with a coach, where you've got that relationship, where you're keeping them up to date, and you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, regardless of us or anybody else, once that's done, it's really up to you, the student athlete, your skill set, your grades, your community service, and then how you communicate and hold dialogue with the college coaches. How persistent are you? Things of that nature. Now, can you do it all on your own? Well, yeah, to a certain degree, I guess. If you've got a coach or a parent who that's all they do, they spend their time making sure that that information gets out to coaches, etc. Well, that's great. That's good help. Problem is, coaches want to hear from you. They don't want to talk to your parents. They don't want to talk to your coaches. There will be a time for that. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic. The fact is, there are good companies and individuals, and there are bad companies and individuals. And to lump everybody into one category and say, they're all a bunch of smoke and mirrors. They all will mislead you. You don't need any of them. It's all a waste of money. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's wrong. And if you follow that lead and feel like, I knew it, a bunch of scam artists, and then you're out there waiting for your coach to do things for you, yes, you might get some help, but we're talking about the masses. We're talking about every individual that feels that they have a chance, and so they want to communicate this with college coaches and leave it in the hands of the coach to make his decision or her decision on whether or not you fit on their roster for their sport program or are a good fit at that college. So give yourself a chance. Do the research. Just don't take what you hear from coaches. Yes, they should be in the know, but it's amazing how many high school coaches out there don't know, and they're just basing it off of their personal opinion or whatever the case may be. You could have individuals that have all the connections in the world, and I know a lot of coaches that do, and they're very helpful, but they don't have the time to coach and to teach and to be making calls and sending out information. All they can do is give a recommendation, because really the high school coaches, their job is to, yes, make those introductions if they can, and then get out of the way, because it's up to the kid. They're there to validate the information that the kid shares with the coach. Things like that. If they go above and beyond, and if they happen to know somebody that's at a particular college where it would be a good fit, great. That's excellent. Take advantage of everything that you can get your hands on. But again, I think it's very unfair to those that are in the industry that are truly trying to make a difference and help you do those fundamental things. From a cost perspective, it's all over the place. There are companies out there charging $2,000, $3,000 or more, and they're telling you they're going to match you, they're going to get you a scholarship. Well, we know that that's garbage. I mean, this isn't a dating service. You need to understand if a college is a good fit for you. You need to do the research with your parents. You need to visit the campus, etc. Look at more than just the sporting facilities and things like that. And to charge that kind of money is ridiculous. I run a company. We've been doing it for 8 years. I know what the expense is. Our most expensive product, our unlimited platinum membership that gives you everything, including human guidance from advisors, is only $349, one-time payment. We also have things as at least expensive as $19 a month. There's something in it for everybody. So you can do this professionally, you can do it right, and not have to break the bank. So that's one thing that everybody thinks, that everybody's charging too much money. Well, what we do and how we do it, yes, there has to be some cost involved. There is a value there. That's business. My suggestion, and I'll close with this, my suggestion to you, the parent, or even the coach, is take a look at the website that we have. Look at our frequently asked questions in the help section. Call our toll-free number. It's VMS Live. That's VMS LIVE. Give us a call and ask us questions. If you have concerns, talk to us. You can even email me directly. Send it to corporate@viewmysport.com. Go to our Facebook page and put in questions into our message area. If you have concerns or questions about your situation and whether or not ours is a legitimate service that can assist you, ask. Do the research. It's very clear. We're very transparent, and you'll understand that. But, again, I took exception to the fact that there are these articles and people making these comments, and they have their own agendas. They don't want their thunder stolen. They're trying to, be the guy, the go-to guy or gal. And I get it. I understand why they do that. but I think there is a level of ignorance when it comes to making a decision on, do you need assistance or do you not? Who do you rely on? In the time that I have done this quick video to share, an individual could have been on our site, have their resume set up, and already have it with certain coaches in their emails. And you think, yeah, coaches don't have time to read all those emails. I'm telling you, not every coach is the same. And very many coaches who don't have big recruiting budgets do look at these emails. And maybe they don't get to read it all. Well, that's why we are there to hold your hand and make sure that you're making these follow-up phone calls. A lot of coaches won't be able to talk to you immediately, but they know you're calling. They know you're persistent. So there are certain little things like that that we can help you with and make sure that you're doing it right, doing it effectively, and getting results. 100% of our members that use our format the way it's intended and follow our lead have success. 100%. And now success isn't getting the scholarship. Again, that's not what we're about. What we're about is getting you in front of coaches so that you can have dialogue and plead your case. Wave your arms, get exposure. Once they know where you're at and once they know what you're capable of, it's a matter of keeping them, again, up to date and making sure that then you stand out. We can't help you with that. We can give you a direction. We can give you education. We can give you the tools to do this, but it's ultimately up to you. That's the number one fact. So I'm not giving you opinion. I'm giving you factual information. If you want to talk to us about it, please give us a call. Please email us, message us. That's what we're here for. So anyway, just wanted to share my 2 cents worth. I think that it is extremely important for parents and for the student athletes and coaches to understand that there are differences out there that they can take advantage of in companies, and that there are companies also that I agree you should stay away from. So if you'd like to talk about this, please give us a call. Anyway, thanks. I hope you watched this whole video. Don't mean to burn your ear, but it was something that's very important that I think that you need to understand, and share this with anybody else who's involved in youth and school sports. Anyway, that's it. Thanks again, and we look forward to seeing you on viewmysport.com. Take care.